information I've heard, I think that cat is invincible.
Hey, Mr. Villager, I need to show you this new toy I got. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
alright. Just having some stream issues. Mentally and physically exhausted. Hopefully the stream keeps going this time. I think the issue was that I backed out of the game and it couldn't handle having the game running, the stream running, and loading the picture that I was sent. Matt bought a gun add-on for Minecraft.
I have a gun. Wait, is it Dylan?
Yes.
Dylan, I have a gun! I'm out of ammo.
Apparently Minecraft is having an issue where it's corrupting saves. So I will not be loading up Minecraft tonight, because if all of mine are corrupted, I might uninstall Minecraft.
I have a problem.
Matt never reads my PSN messages.
I didn't get one today.
Muffin, I join and hear Matt saying he has a gun.
Yeah!
Hi, welcome to the stream.
And I did...
Threatening
and
me.
I did see your message, Dylan. I just decided to leave it at that point, because I'm not questioning it. You know, that's probably the best
person at my house.
That's probably like one of the most probably the scariest things you ever want to hear. You join a stream, and all of a sudden you hear me holler, "I got a gun!"
Yeah.
No!
Okay, Matt never responds to my PSN messages then.
Yeah, I don't respond. 'Cause, one, how am I supposed to respond to that? I have no answers. They escaped.
Our podcast will never happen because communicating with Matt is like using Morse code.
What's Morse code? What's Morse code? I only know smoke signals. And I really wish that was a joke too. Okay, I know. Okay, the Morse code part is the joke. Smoke signals, not so much.
Okay, I was about to say, today I do not have the mental capacity to explain what Morse code is. I was about to tell you to Google it.
Okay, just don't ask how I know smoke signals.
I asked Matt if he likes Pringles on Discord DMs, and in 5 minutes I get an instant response.
Yes. Then okay. That was the only thing sent today I got from him today, besides the PlayStation.
I don't know, I feel like because notifications pop up on the side of the screen when I see them, and especially if I'm responding to you guys in chat, I don't think to go back and respond to the messages then. So if I don't respond to PlayStation messages, that's probably why. And if I don't respond to Discord DMs, it's just because I have not seen them. Because I don't always get notifications. My phone is broken. I was literally talking about getting a new phone, but now family member actually absolutely needs a new phone because they cannot see the entire bottom half of their screen. Top half works, the bottom half does not. Just you wait until I get in this Minecraft game, Matt. You should be careful. He's probably going to build a gun and chase you down with it.
He's gonna steal my gun, probably. Where is my gun? Bad, I lost my gun. Oh no! Found it!
I mean, I think, I don't think the car insurance is gonna cover the phone, but I think AT&T might replace it. I don't know if it's still under warranty, though. They're not gonna replace mine, because the issues with mine are likely stuff that I caused, or just the fact that it's old. Because I was supposed to get a new phone 2 years ago, but we were dealing with having to move and everything, and it kind of got put off and then forgotten about, and then now we haven't had the extra money.
Zombie!
But yeah, it's been a stressful day, but thankfully everybody's okay for the most part. There are some injuries, but a lot of the injuries were some bruising and small cuts, but one family member possibly has a concussion.
Those are always fun.
And pretty significant back injury, but nothing that won't heal. And neck and shoulder injuries, but same thing, nothing that won't heal. Both drivers were given a ticket, but the way it happened, it sounds like family members are not going to be held to their ticket, because it was 3 drivers involved technically. family members were coming back from the store, and as I've mentioned before, we are in a neighborhood that it's a shared driveway into the whole neighborhood because it was originally one person's property that just split off pieces and sold. So it's like one long driveway coming down into that then leads into our personal driveways. But it comes off of a main highway into that. So while trying to get home, this happened like literally right outside of that main driveway. Trying to get back home, vehicle was coming behind them, did not stop when they slowed down. They were trying to get out of the way of that vehicle when somebody else sees them slowing down and trying to get out of the way, and it seemed like from what happened they purposely slammed into them. There were no signs of them trying to slow down or stop. One family member, the passenger, even turned to the driver and said, "They are going to hit us. Just be prepared for it." Like, in that moment, they were not slowing down, and she basically knew that they were about to get hit. And the spot where it hit, I was telling Matt before the stream, the spot where it hit, it kind of like crushed in part of the back seat, and it would have been where I would have been sitting had I gone to the store with them. And I probably would have gone to the store with them if I didn't fall asleep again this morning. I know, our insurance company should cover everything. Medical bills, the cost to pay off the now totaled car because they still had 9 payments left on it, but it would have been paid off this year. And they should cover for a rental car if it's needed and a new car, but also I don't know if they're gonna look into suing them, but I think they probably should. And like I said, everyone that's heard about what actually happened says that they don't think family member is going to be held to that ticket. It's just in that moment, I think the officers didn't know for sure what happened, and they just did what they thought they needed to with giving tickets. But yeah, and then after these people slammed into their car, the people got out of their car and started screaming at my family members who were injured and stuck in the car. Like, the car doors were all busted, where they couldn't even get out of the car. Somebody else came from behind, not the one that almost hit them that wouldn't slow down, but somebody else came from behind, got out of their car, and started yelling at the other people saying, "You hit them, and you're gonna scream at them before you even find out if they're okay?" And they shut up after that, I think. The family member that was injured the most ended up being the one that had to call 911 herself, because other family member's phone was broken. The guy that stopped to see if everybody was okay didn't have his phone on him, and the two in the car that hit them didn't have phones, apparently. And it wasn't even the guy who was driving's car. He had borrowed the car. And from stuff that I was told, it seems like somebody else confronted him during that time and had basically told him that that wasn't even the first time that he had hit somebody in a car he borrowed from someone else. I think people need to stop letting that guy borrow their cars.
I have a better idea. Take his license.
Yeah.
My idea sounds better. But then again, stupid people are going. Stupid always finds a way. I know
And
this for a fact.
the guy that was yelling at them was also yelling at them while family member is on the phone with 911 trying to get an ambulance. Because she was stuck in the car. Like I said, the car doors, both passenger car doors were busted where they couldn't get them open. Both family members got burned by the airbags and got hit by the airbags. The one that was injured the most, luckily she was sitting back farther, because she always does because she wears glasses. So instead of the glasses busting or anything, they flew into the back seat off of her face.
Ooh, that would have been fun if that was the other way.
Oh, Dylan said something and YouTube censored it, so Dylan then says, "Toaster bath him." Talking about the guy that hit them and then got out of the car screaming at them. Like,
I agree. Toaster bath.
When we were talking about this, my cousin was even saying, like, who would get out of the car? Who would hit somebody else's car with their car? Get out of the car and immediately start screaming at them instead of asking if they were okay. And I was like, pretty sure any rational and decent human beings would have gotten out of the car and been like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Well, can you see, Bad? There's
considering it seemed like the guy hit them on purpose. What do you expect by someone who would hit someone on purpose?
Bad. See, there's a fun flaw in thinking that logic. Stupid people are gonna always make it seem like it's the person's fault, even if they did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Stupid does what stupid is. Too bad stupid always takes other people involve other people unwillingly.
Yeah, but like I said on Discord, luckily the only casualties were 2 cars, a cell phone, and a pie crust. I don't know how the pie crust was like the only item that got squished or broken, but somehow it was, of the groceries. They even had a glass jar of tomato sauce, and that's fine.
No, not the pie crust. It took me a minute to register you said pie crust.
Matt, the gun is too powerful. I can't join.
I don't know what. I'm using the same mods I've used in my other world. Only add-on difference is the gun. Is me having this blaster mod add-on.
Oh, I forgot my cat cafe was called Yellow Triangle.
Yellow Triangle Cafe.
But yeah, overall, it's just been a really stressful day. And things could have been so much worse than they were. Oh hey, this is a new sim I made. I wonder if she brought one of her cats. Okay, these two are my cats. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people and a bunch of cats out here. Nice. Yeah, how I found out about everything that happened. I was asleep. I went to sleep at like 3 a.m. out there. There's a literal cat fight happening in the cat cafe.
Meow.
I went to bed at like 3 a.m. or something. Family member woke me up at 7:30 saying they bought donuts. I ate. I went back to my room, messed around on my phone for a few minutes, and then fell asleep again. Actually got dressed first. By got dressed, I mean I put on Star Wars sweatpants and a t-shirt because I was cold. Ended up laying back on my bed on my phone and then fell asleep. My alarm went off at noon. I reached over and basically put it on snooze, and then it went off again a few minutes later and I just turned it off. And then 1 o'clock I hear people talking and it doesn't sound, one sounds like my uncle, and then another voice that was not somebody that lives here. Oh no.
What happened?
I think my Sims cat just got pregnant.
Of everything I expected to hear today, that was not on the list of things. And just like what my sister showed me earlier, I wish I could unhear that. Are you wanting, you little furball?
But yeah, so at like 1 p.m., like I said, I hear what sounds like my uncle and someone that does not live with me, and I figured, oh, okay, I guess maybe my aunt and cousin stopped by for something. Then my cousin comes in my room and says, hey, and I look up and she starts telling me what happened. And I was like, I was just taking a nap. Then we got ready to go and ended up feeding all of the animals before we went, because we didn't know how long we were going to be there, and I'm pretty sure my cats would freak out if my uncle tried to feed them. They don't know him as well. But after feeding all the animals, we were getting ready to go, and I was trying to get Wednesday water in her kennel and put her in the kennel. And my uncle comes out saying the dogs are outside. I see the back door is open. I run outside looking for them. Don't see them immediately. See that the fence gate is also open. Go out of the fence gate, yelled to let my aunt and my cousin, who were in the front yard, know, and asked them if the dog was out there. And nobody responded. I guess they didn't hear me. Shut the gate, start looking around, and I see Wednesday and Harley both over there by Ollie. I was able to pick up Harley and get her back in the house, and then it took 3 of us chasing Wednesday to get her back in the house, but we finally got her back in the house and in the kennel, and then we left. Then I ended up, the hospital we went to, it's a really small, more like urgent care thing in town, and there's still some restrictions on people going in to visit and stuff, so only one person could go in at a time. Then family member got discharged, and we went back, picked them up, came back home. But yeah, it's been a long day.
Bad.
Mm-hmm.
The silverfish are back.
I'm trying to see if I can figure out if the cat is actually pregnant. It says days till age up 30. It does not say if the cat is pregnant.
I just had a silverfish eat my hat.
Alright then. I feel like Phoebe might need to hire an employee. Because either she has to tend the coffee bar all day, or she has to abandon tending the coffee bar to clean up all of the dishes. And if she just tends the coffee bar all day, the dishes don't get cleaned up. Hire the cats. I don't think I can. And even if I can, I don't think they would be much help. No, I can't hire the cats. Also, the toilet is broken and gross. Okay, I think I'll have her close at around 7 and start cleaning stuff up. Insurance fraud. I can't actually have her do that. You have to go pretty far on the schemer alignment to do that. Honestly, I should just make a terrible sim and play through the schemer alignment stuff. Okay, she made 500, that's not bad. Definitely not enough to be paying an employee every day though, so that's an issue. Alright, Matt, you're safe today on Minecraft.
For now, at least.
Yep, for now. But one thing is the like 500 that she made today is about what a sim would make in a day for a low level career, so. Oh, almost everything's in the cabinet sold. Because I know she had more food in there than that. By the way, Matt, the tier lists are 3 away from 52.
So should I be concerned?
Probably.
Wait, what happens when we hit 52? Why do we have so many tier lists? 1, 2. I'm dead.
I might have to go and create a sim and set it to where all of my sim's cats are fixed, because now I think both of the females are pregnant. Paying your employees is overrated. 1 tier list for every episode.
So I almost have 52 episodes I have to do.
Yeah, he said it's a year contract, so once a week for a year.
Like, when do we have to start? May. So the first Friday in May? Alright.
So you got a couple weeks.
I got a couple.
May 2nd.
So that's the first Friday of the year, of May, of the month. Alright.
Dylan says, by the way, Matt, I'm spending money for the podcast. For this podcast.
Okay.
One of the games needs a $30 thing. And he still needs ideas. Why did I think it was a good idea to give my Sim 3 cats?
Yes.
She was trying to make Rice Krispie treats, and the cat sat in the mixing bowl. Oh. Yesterday, I almost kidnapped my neighbor's cat by accident.
Jesus, bad.
I had been outside in the backyard petting my cats on the back porch. And I came in the house, let the dogs back in because they were out in the front yard, and I'm standing at the kitchen sink looking out the window as I wash my hands, and I can't tell for sure what color it is because the window's kind of dirty and it's pretty far off. But I see what looks like a very dark colored cat. At first I think it's Margot. Margot is a kind of smoky gray color with darker gray stripes and white feet. But then I realized, even at that distance, I should be able to see the white feet. So I then go to the front door and look out, and it is for sure a solid black cat. So I go outside. All my cats are there on the porch, which I don't have a solid black one on the porch. It's a black and white, technically 2 black and whites if you count Merlin, a gray, an orange, and a calico. I then go to the back pen, and I don't see Nightshade. I see all the other cats, but I don't see Nightshade. Nightshade is a solid black cat. So I call family. They come out to help me look. We're calling her and she's not coming. Family member says she's run off before and come back, so it's best to just not worry about it that much. The cat is sitting in the mixing bowl again, as my Sim is making cookies now. But anyway, family member goes back in the backyard to double check and make sure that I didn't just miss her. Nightshade was curled up asleep in the food bowl.
Yeah, bad.
So yeah, I almost kidnapped the neighbor's cat, thinking it was my cat. When my cat is just a weirdo that sleeps in the food bowl.
I'm about to send you a picture. I just found out I still have this picture. It's my favorite one I've seen. I have from all my games. Ironically, it's from Fallout 76. Yep, I'm gonna get off here.
Okay.
Lay down. Hope everyone gets feeling better soon. Good night, Bad.
Good night. I don't think I'll stream on Twitch tonight, just 'cause I don't know if I really feel like streaming longer. I just, thought it might help a little bit to stream and kind of talk about everything that happened. It did. But yeah, we're gonna go through, like, at least one more day and try to find out if the cats are actually pregnant. I think it would have had the pop-up by now if Umbreon was, but I don't think it would have the pop-up yet if Cupcake was. Okay, let's stock the cat bowls and then we'll open for the day. Oh hey, there's Lavender and Spyro. Might be a good idea. I was gonna stream Fortnite if I streamed tonight, but it had a pretty big update that I'm only like halfway through, so. Figured it was best that if I was gonna stream, I should just probably stream Sims. Oh hey, there's the other new Sim that I made, and I guess he brought a cat. Oh, he brought the same cat as yesterday, that his roommate brought yesterday. Nice. I can imagine chats like that on games are probably insane. Like, I have definitely dealt with some toxic people on games, and, a lot of hate on games, but some people deal with so much more, so. Hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I can imagine sometimes it's funny too. I think I've just gotten to a point that, most of the crap people say doesn't bother me anymore. Like, every once in a while there's something that someone says that'll get to me, but for the most part it's fine. Like, I've been streaming for 7 years? And before that, you guys know I was already a mod for a bigger Twitch streamer. Where, usually his chat was pretty chill, but sometimes they completely all turned against me for dumb reasons, even before I was a mod. Nice. Still nice. But yeah, like I said, it has been such a chaotic, stressful day. But things could have been a lot worse than they were. Pretty sure the 2 cars took most of the damage. Nice. It's taken a lot to not order this Lego set that I really want, but I know it's expensive and I need that money for other things. Plus, I don't know exactly when, but I think there's 2 more Sims kits coming out this month. Like, I know they were kind of announced at the time that the last DLC was announced, last expansion. Yeah, I don't know. It just is. But yeah, there's a Lego Minecraft set that's 2 parrots as like a house, and I really want it, but it's $70. I did not know that. It doesn't really surprise me that much, but that'll be a fun thing to look forward to. Why are people going into my house? I should probably try to get some sleep soon. Sleep, but like I said, today was exhausting. Glad everybody's okay. I will probably try to stream more tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll get Fortnite updated after the stream. I do have to pause the updates to stream because my internet can't handle both. You guys remember my internet before where I would like accidentally be updating something and still be able to kind of stream? Yeah, can't do that with this internet. I know they were like setting up for the same kind of internet I had before in this area, but it's not finished yet. And not available yet because it's not finished. Hopefully soon. We're gonna close the cafe at 7 again. I'm gonna assume that neither of the cats are actually pregnant because I haven't gotten the pop-up still. Because it'll first give a pop-up that they are pregnant and then give a pop-up later when they go into labor. Alright, we're gonna let these last two people finish their food and drinks, and then we're gonna close. You made even more today. It's a random child at the door. But yeah, I think I am gonna end the stream here. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to anyone who subscribed. Hopefully I will see you guys soon for another stream, and sorry I probably wasn't all that entertaining today, but it has been as I've mentioned a few times, very long, stressful, chaotic day. And I guess I kinda just needed to vent about that. But yeah, good night everybody.